All right, guys, so you might be wondering, why am I standing in front of a Denny's and a Chevron gas station? Well, this video is going to be a tour of Oceanside, California. So if you're looking to move or relocate here, yes, of course, I'm going to show you the beaches, some really great neighborhoods and some areas. But this video is more specifically going to show you what it looks like to actually live here. So let's get started. All right, so Oceanside, California is located just to the south of Camp Pendleton. So if you're watching this video and you're researching moving here, especially for military reasons, or maybe you're a contractor or service member, here's your gas prices. This is just outside of the base. Right now we're looking at $5.40 a gallon for regular fuel. We're gonna head down right now to the beach, the marina, all civilian areas. I'm not a member of the armed forces. I don't have access to the base, so unfortunately I can't show you that. There are probably other YouTube videos that'll get you that information, but let's head down to the beach so you can kind of see what it looks like to play at the beach and you know, when you get some time off and enjoy. It's not just for tourists, definitely not. So I'm David Van Asche with the Living in Coastal San Diego team. So if you are looking to move or relocate here to San Diego County, especially along the coastal communities, give us a call, shoot us a text message, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we've got your back when moving here to San Diego. So let's get the tour going. Okay, we're coming up on Oceanside Harbor. Let's head over to the beach. All right, so we're on the back side of the restaurants here at the harbor. If you get here early enough, decent parking. And speaking of early enough, look at the sky. So every other video you probably have seen is probably recorded late afternoon or better, but it's pretty typical here in San Diego County to have a little cloudiness in the afternoon, or excuse me, the first thing in the morning. That usually burns off most days. By the afternoon, you know, offering just beautiful sunny skies and a sunset. But like I said, we're keeping it real here, and I want to show you what it really looks like to live here in Oceanside. So here at the harbor, you know, you've got lots of restaurants, bars, cafes, places to hang out and check out. Of course, you get some tourists and whatnot coming out here to check things out, but this is definitely a super popular spot for locals as well. Even if you don't want to do anything, just come down here to walk around. It's definitely a nice place to hang out. You can smell the sea breeze right now. The wind is still calm. Let's go over here and check out some more. So water sports, hanging out, having coffee, getting some food. That's really what this area is all about. And you got lots and lots of parking. You know, look at that. You got this guy over here running to the beach with a surfboard. If you can see him in the distance over there. Really having a good time. Doesn't have to cost a lot of money, even though, you know, this is a very expensive area, generally speaking, you know, especially when it comes to real estate. Oceanside is going to be your least expensive area in all of San Diego County. Just kind of perspective. You've got the actual city of San Diego, and then you got La Jolla, just to the north of that. That's going to be your most expensive areas. And then gradually, as you go north, it becomes less expensive and more, you know, quote unquote, affordable. Of course, affordable is all relative to your income and what you can expect, but that's kind of the theme here. So here in Oceanside, this is going to be the least expensive area of San Diego County for the coastal communities. As you go more inland, of course, it gets more affordable as well. Excuse me, got the espresso going on here, but yeah, here's the pier in the distance. Gonna walk over here and cross the street, check out the beach. So one thing to know when you're meeting up with friends or hanging out, you know, going to the beach, all the lifeguard towers are numbered. So this is number 12, and it's pretty easy to tell people, hey, let's get together 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, right at the little cabana just behind lifeguard tower number 12. So it's kind of a easy way to mark where you're at, especially when the beaches get so large and, granted, in the afternoon crowded. It's easier to find your friends that way and have a, you know, designated meetup spot. Walking here, just going straight out. There's some the waves. Everyone's got their surfboards out here. Gosh, I need to get in better shape just walking on the sand. This is a workout in itself, which nice low impact. So if that's you and you want to get some good exercise, just going for a walk on the beach is literally the best. So I want to show you that. We'll check it out. All right, let's walk down to the pier real quick. It actually just caught fire a week ago in this recording, so hopefully they can get that reopened here in the near future, it's definitely a, you know, cool spot to hang out. They're able to save the restaurant at the end. Not sure if you can see that. Let's see here. Down there at the end, it's all burned up, but that'll get repaired. It'll take a while, but when it is, it's definitely something you want to check out and hang out and see. So when it comes to the real estate side of things, yeah, there's beachfront condos. If you've got a really elevated budget, member of our team, she can help you with beachfront home. Those don't come up for sale very often, and the prices are just up and up and up. They don't make any more beachfront, so that's going to be a thing. But yeah, finding a place here to live is it's always a challenge, like it is in most places in the United States right now. But give us a call, shoot us an email, connect with us so that we can help you ahead of you even arriving. So there's a lot of things that can play into the ideal area and what's best for you and your family. And we won't know what that is unless you actually reach out and call. So anyway, check out, you know, continue with this video, get a more comfortable idea of, you know, what the area looks like, and reach out to us so that we can help pinpoint exactly where you should start researching where your ideal home is going to be. So at the end of the day, one of the best things about coming down to the beach, whether you live on the beach or you have to drive down here like the majority of people that live in the area, just relaxing. Just sit there, watch the waves. Time, the way we perceive it, literally slows down looking at water like that, and it's seriously just so peaceful, relaxing. It's part of the lifestyle and culture here, so make sure you take advantage of that, especially if you're just going to come here to visit for one time. But living here, you know, don't get caught up in the hustle and grind culture of work too much. You got to come down to the beach and reset, sometimes every single day. A lot of people come down every morning early, get their workout in on the beach, or, you know, come down and hang out, watch the sunset. All right, so we're back in the car. We're gonna just drive about 5 minutes from here to downtown Oceanside, which is like the original downtown. This is more of your, yeah, the original downtown. It's been there forever. So you're gonna have more of those shops and quaint areas. Later on, you know, I'm gonna show you the big box stores. Yes, that's all here. If you wanna go to Home Depot or you know, Home Goods or any of those big old stores, you're gonna have access to all that normal shopping that you'd expect. Not everything is, you know, quaint California beachside town. There's a normal way of living here that you'd expect in any, you know, normal city, and so we'll show that later in the video as well. But let's head over to downtown so you can kind of see the cool spots to go hang out, coffee shops, more restaurants, you know, just spots to unwind, relax, and hang out, especially if you got friends visiting from out of town. These are all great spots to just take people to and show off where you live. So I'm going to show off right now so you can see what it's like when you get here. I think the majority of these people parked right now, all surfing or finishing up. This guy's getting his wetsuit on. Yeah, it's cold water here, so you're going to want to be prepared for all that. So let's do a loop around the parking lot here. There's the marina, all the boats. Nautical Bean Coffee, small little local spot, super cool. Mother and daughter work together there. All right, now we're gonna head over to downtown Oceanside. I'm gonna put the camera down so I can focus on not running over the surfers, and we'll get there in a second. Lifeguard tower number 12. Look at the surf, look at those waves. You got guys out there cruising right now. Holy smokes, how freaking cool is this? All right, we need to do a U-turn. This is the boat ramp. Get out of here so that we're not blocking anybody from getting their boat off and on. This guy just got done jet skiing, looking back towards the marina. Apartments and condos, secured parking lot. Look at these guys up here chilling, enjoying the morning breeze and views. This is awesome. All right, nice walk on the beach for the morning. So this is the North Coast Village here. There's an HOA, of course. All right, so we're rolling up now on downtown Oceanside. And guys, here, look, just let's do less tell and more show. Just quaint. I mean, it's you know, 9:30 in the morning on a Friday, and it's not overly crowded or busy. It's just, you know, just right. And this is what you can see and what you can expect. Restaurants, bars. So if you're watching this video and you're considering moving to Oceanside, most likely you're associated in some way, shape, or form with Camp Pendleton. I mean, this place was built around Camp Pendleton for sure. If you don't live on base, you live here. And the community absolutely is integrated and part of the military community. So it's one and the same. But this is downtown. You got your movie theaters, you got bars, you got restaurants. You got young jarheads running around starting fights. No, not really so much. In the old days, that's the stereotype, is that you get a bunch of old guys who don't really, young guys that are out causing trouble. Oceanside had that stereotype for a long time of just being this really rough and ragged sort of place. And yeah, I mean, anytime you get a bunch of young single dudes in one place, you're gonna have some of that kind of stuff, but more often, you know, more likely than not, it's you're gonna notice that it's a up and coming, a lot more family friendly environment happening here. So greetings from Oceanside. Check out that mural. Depending on how far away we help you find a place to live, you could probably get an e-bike, and that's a big thing you're going to see a lot of around here. Everyone's got e-bikes, big fat tire ones. That way you can go off-road a little bit on at least the harder sand. But or you can drive down here and find parking, especially earlier in the morning. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to want to figure out how to get a bicycle and check that out so you can get access to the beach a lot easier and not be driving around in circles. Lots of parking right now as I'm recording, but that's not always the case. So let's go on to the next spot. All right, so we're just a 5-minute drive from downtown to Oceanside High School. So you gotta remember, Oceanside is very much a family-friendly area. So we got crossing guards coming, but is there actually a train? I guess the train decided not to stop, so we're gonna keep on going. I'm always a little nervous when this kind of stuff happens. So, oh, I see them. They're coming back now. Okay, we missed them. We're safe, but that's the coastal commuter train. Goes back and forth constantly. A lot of people use it to commute to and from downtown San Diego. And but yeah, we're heading back to the beach, and then we're gonna do a U-turn. We're gonna head east for 5-6 minutes to Oceanside High School, drive around there so you can see what that looks like, and then we'll go check out the rest of Oceanside from there. So we're right here at the edge of the pier. It's closed until further notice. Like I mentioned, it burned down. So we're gonna pull a U-turn real quick, and here we go. Now let's head east. So school's actually in session right now at Oceanside, so probably not the best idea to run around a school with a camera in my hand. So I'm gonna show you real quick on Google Maps kind of what the campus looks like and what you can expect, just to kind of protect the privacy and not be this weirdo running around with a camera around a school, especially while school's in session. So let's go right into that right now. One of the most important things that living here entails is, well, at least for most people, where do you work? You know, what do the jobs look like? Obviously, there's an abundance of, you know, retail and different, you know, services. But one of the things that people might not know, because most people know about San Diego, is that there's beaches and surfers and super nice restaurants and places to chill and hang out. But what you don't know is that North County and the entire, really, San Diego County is big time on biotech and other high-tech, you know, type of industries. So we're going to drive up the road here a little bit inland here in Oceanside and drive around a couple of business parks to kind of show you what some of these large, you know, high-tech employers look like that are really key to the greater economy outside of tourism and the beach scene. So let's head over there right now. So as we're driving along here to show you the business center, this is kind of what typical neighborhoods around here look like. You're not going to see a lot of HOAs. You know, it's hit or miss on whether or not people's homes are updated or not, or even well kept. Obviously, the majority of these homes are very well kept up, you know, at the owner's decision, but it's personality. Like, if you want to paint your house yellow and blue, paint your house yellow and blue. If you want to have a nice, modern, updated look like these guys, do it. That's one thing about living in this area, is you got a lot more personality of the owners. You know, it's not like the Phoenix Metro or something where you have endless suburbia of, you know, templated HOA communities where everything kind of looks the same. Here, you know, it really reflects the different owners and what they want their property, you know, to look like. So for some people, that may come as a surprise, especially if they haven't spent a lot of time around here, or if they're coming from, you know, other parts of maybe Los Angeles and coming down this direction. Definitely HOAs aren't a thing, and you know, while there's plenty of, you know, regulations and rules from local government, there's a lot more flexibility than people than some people kind of realize when it comes to, you know, how you maintain your own property and what they look like. So back outside, nice parks, people walking the dog. All right, we're almost there. So about 6 minutes more to drive. We'll pause the camera for a second and I'll come back to you guys here as soon as we get to the business park. So if you can't afford to have a view of the beach, how about a view of the hillside? So down below there's the airport. And these are also some beautiful neighborhoods with wonderful views of the hillsides. These are obviously a lot newer homes than you'll find directly on the coast. But again, I'm just trying to give you guys a taste of what living in Oceanside looks like, what driving around here looks like. Up and down these hills. It's definitely beautiful. There's very few things wrong with the place, if you will. And as far as San Diego County is concerned, I think I mentioned earlier, it's definitely up and coming. Wouldn't surprise me if 20 years from now, 10 years from now even, it's going to start looking a lot more like Encinitas or, you know, other high-end communities that are just, you know, a lot of people are just priced out of, and so they come up to Oceanside to find homes in neighborhoods that are a little bit more affordable. That is to say, compared to, you know, real estate that's further south of here. And of course, you can't go north of here because Camp Pendleton blocks off a huge section of land. All belongs to the government and the military, and land doesn't become available again until you get to the southern part of LA County and Laguna Beach and those kinds of areas. So there's a huge gap along the coast, and this is the north end of San Diego County. So if you're kind of trying to figure out where you should look, you know, there is a lot of variety and differences in between the areas. On our team is Mark and Carrie. They both have 20 to 30 years each experience, and they know every little thing. They're born and raised here, so you're gonna wanna meet with them. I'll introduce you, and yeah, we can definitely figure out the best area for you guys to pick apart and live in once you decide that settling here is going to be the best move for you. Okay, so here's kind of a typical business park where you're going to have all kinds of different companies, industrial, you know, services, commercial services. You know, this is not the areas that, you know, most consumers will ever go to. It's not your shopping centers, but these are like the big office buildings, big complexes. So outside of, let's say, Camp Pendleton and the enormous economic forces that are, you know, that the military drives here, you can see there's a ton of businesses based in warehouses, based around this section. You know, I think we're about, what, 2 miles off the coast here, so still very close to the beach, but yeah, there's your Coca-Cola distribution center, technology companies, MagnaFlow. I have to look up what MagnaFlow does, don't even really know. But yeah, just to give you an idea of what Oceanside looks like outside of the beaches and all the tourist stuff, this is what you got. Like really nice looking commercial industrial developments out here and massive amounts of jobs. Contrary to some people's beliefs, not everybody is here on a trust fund just relaxing, enjoying a life. Some people are definitely here to work and manage, you know, these huge, enormous, important companies that are doing some big things. You know, this is all gated Genetech. Again, I'm not sure what those guys do, but that security gate is intimidating in itself. So up here on the hillside, we're gonna go around the corner here and I'll show you some more of what the rest of this business park is looking like. All right, so this is the Pacific Coast Business Park. This is where you'll find a lot of distribution centers, of course FedEx Ground. You know, outside of the retail world, you know, shopping, restaurants, that kind of stuff, this is where a lot of people's permanent jobs, you know, the higher paying jobs, the ones that come with health insurance and, you know, real benefits are. And I'm telling you, this park just keeps going and going and going. And this is just here in Oceanside. Directly to the south of here, we've got Carlsbad. And in another video, by the way, you want to check that video out. You want to check out all the videos. So if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button here on the channel so that you can explore all of our San Diego coastal community, of course, vlog tours. We've got, you know, videos explaining pros and cons of different spots throughout the area. But yeah, you're gonna want to check all this out. Yeah, depending on what you do for a living, you know, if you want to get closer to the beach, you want to have this coastal lifestyle. But you're not retired, you're not on a trust fund, you still have to consider, like, you know, I need to go to work every day. Well, guys, there's a bazillion companies around here. You have to get online and check them out and see what matches with what you got going on. But yeah, you're going to want to see about definitely what's going on here with these different businesses and how they will match up, so that you can have the San Diego coastal lifestyle, because yeah, it's wonderful here. Have you ever seen a commercial industrial business park that looks this good? All right, we're gonna head left here on Oceanside Boulevard, and we're gonna head south and go check out the next spot. All right, so I'm gonna show you this little shopping center, not because it's spectacular or cool, but because it's real. So we got an Aldi. Aldi is like a really, it's a German brand, I believe, grocery store, but super low cost. This is, you know, a typical strip center mall where you get all of your local services and things that you need. You know, karate lessons for the kids, you know, the local bar, you got a French bakery. You know, sometimes people need a cash advance, you know, that's, anyway, Oceanside's wonderful, and you've got the really high-end stuff on the beach and all the restaurants, but when you actually live somewhere on a day-to-day basis and it's not all about beach and tourism, you know, you got the Verizon store, you know, all the normal stuff that any normal city would have. There it is, and there goes the commuter train, the Sprinter, cruising through. Yeah, so Oceanside's great. Some spectacular neighborhoods. It's definitely growing and becoming more expensive. You know, a typical home here is like still $700,000 to $900,000, which is significantly less than what you'll pay, you know, further south in Carlsbad, Encinitas, Del Mar, of course, La Jolla. You know, $20–30 million for a home down there, easy. But for a lot of people that want to have the beach lifestyle and either work remote or they're willing to commute down to San Diego, or if you can get a job locally here, like in one of these business parks or something along those lines, lots of opportunities here to be able to have a really great lifestyle close to the beach, basically perfect weather year-round. And yeah, you're definitely good to go. Sorry, a little traffic snafu. These guys are working, so probably shouldn't be holding this while I'm driving, but just doing it once for you guys so that I don't have to do it repeatedly with clients in real life, so, or in person. But let's see, next stop, let's go check it out. All right, guys, so we got about a 15-minute drive from this inland area back to the beach. So we're gonna go to Buccaneer Park and kind of show you what that looks like. But while we're driving down there, I just want to remind you guys, my team and I are licensed brokers, and we can help you find the perfect home here in Oceanside or anywhere else here in San Diego County, all the way up to Temecula and Riverside County. That we cover the entire area. We have a team of 10 agents currently. So all of them specialize in different parts of San Diego County. So you'll have somebody or a couple of somebodies in some cases that will help you find that perfect location and be readily accessible. Makes it super easy to, you know, have the right person for the right area. So we'll match you up with the right person there. But you have to give us a call, shoot a text message or an email to connect with us so that we can have that initial conversation, figure out, you know, ideally, you know, what is it going to look like for you to buy a home or rent, you know, initially here in San Diego County, especially along these coastal communities that we specialize in, so that, yeah, you can avoid the mistakes, avoid the buyer's or renter's remorse that so many other people have that just jump into a situation that, you know, isn't ideal because you need to move here for your job or, you know, be closer to family or whatever the case may be. Lean on our expertise, lean on our experience. Call us, text us, email us, tell us your situation and what's going on in your life that's bringing you here so that we can help lead and guide you to, you know, a much better outcome than you might get just throwing a dart at a map and being like, yep, that's good enough, it matches my price point. Then you move in and you figure out, well, shoot, that kind of sucks because of this or that or whatever other little things that affect, you know, your commute or, you know, where your friends or your family are, those kinds of things. So again, call, text, shoot us an email, connect with us. Even if you're 6 months to a year out from coming here, that can be a valuable use of our time together to talk about. So I'm gonna put down the camera. We got 10 minutes left to drive. We're heading straight to the beach. We'll be there in 10 minutes. All right, so traveling from that business park on the more inland part of Oceanside down towards the beach, you can start to notice, like, the age of infrastructure, the age of homes, it's a little bit different. And you can literally, well, it's a little bit gray and cloudy yet this morning, but you can see the ocean up ahead, that gray line where there's nothingness. That's literally the ocean there. So kind of gives you an idea of the change of scenery. The roads are smaller. This one in particular obviously is just recently repaved. You got little shops like this in the corner. We got this guy right here. Let him cross. Boom. All right. But yeah, it gives you an idea, a little bit more character as you get down here, and as you get to the more modern stuff, you know, you get to more quote-unquote traditional modern hit cities, and down here you have the older stuff, which typically actually is a lot more expensive because of the fact that it's so close to the beach. And I believe people really enjoy, you know, the tighter sense of community that you know, this type of older construction, you know, brings to just everyday life. So all right, let's head over here to the park and show you what that looks like, and then we can wrap up our tour with a couple of ideas and thoughts. All right guys, here we are pulling up on Buccaneer Park. Lifeguard station number 11 is here. We're gonna pull over and show you guys around. So again, parking, super easy here. This whole street, except for every other Monday, is available, except for a couple of different hours for street sweeping. So good to know that they're investing in keeping the streets super clean. That doesn't surprise me by any means, but yeah, you're gonna wanna drive down. Morning is probably best. Make sure you get parking, but like today, no issues whatsoever. But I mean, check this out. This is the kind of lifestyle you want. You got your electric e-bikes. This guy's over here on an old school lowrider, jogging, hiking. I mean, when you live here and you really get into the lifestyle of coastal beach communities, I'm telling you, all you do is exercise all the time. If you don't, you're just not gonna fit in. It's not gonna be good. So if you want that healthy, just constant in your face, working out, walking around, feeling good, San Diego coastal communities might be for you. Over here in the distance, I'm not gonna bother them because it's a little bit weird with little kids. I have my own little kids, but they're not with me, so you know, double standards exist. But all the strollers out there, moms hanging out with their little kiddos over here. And let's check out what's going on with the surfers. Holy smokes, this is looking awesome, you guys. The surf is splashing up here. Boom, there he goes. Ah, and crash. So over here in the distance, you can see the pier that we showed earlier. It's burned up. And then heading this way down here to the south, this is basically the beginning of Carlsbad. So in the other video, you're gonna wanna click on to check out Carlsbad, see the whole tour of that area. One thing to keep in mind though, guys, as you're checking out all the videos on this YouTube channel, they are separated by, you know, city, but in real life, you know, it blurs together. You know, you might, you know, live in Oceanside and work in Carlsbad, or you might go down for lunch or dinner to hang out with some friends, things like that. So, you know, it really depends on your personal situation, what you like to do for fun, where you live, where you work, all those good things. But that's why you want to call us. That's why you want to text us. That's why you want to connect and ask us, you know, where is the best place for me to live? Here's my budget. Here's what I like to do for fun. Or maybe you're not even fully like familiar with all the cool things that can, you know, you can do every day as part of the lifestyle of living here. So on that note, yeah, give us a call, shoot us a text message, connect with us. We can only show you so much in these videos to give you kind of an idea of what it's like. So, you know, there's guaranteed, you watching this right now, there's questions that you have, or, you know, concerns, or, you know, how do I actually go about making that move? Well, give us a call. That's what we're here for. Days, nights, weekends, guys, we got your back with moving here to coastal San Diego. So until the next video, catch you in the next one.